Hey friends, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day out there today. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're a returning viewer or subscriber. I'm so happy to have you here. So what I have going on here today are some Scentsy empties. I'm actually going to work on editing this video before I get to editing some of my older videos I have sitting waiting in my queue to get up, because there's a number of bring back my bars in this set here, and I want to make sure I get those out because we only have a week left to club any of those scents that we may want to club, or stock up on any of those scents that we may want to stock up on. So because I have a number of them, I have 14 bars here altogether. Not all are bring back my bar, but a number of them are. If you don't see them in this video, I either haven't got to them yet, or I've already posted a short, or I've already talked about them in a prior empties video, which may or may not have been posted yet. But if you have any questions, or you're just curious to know what my thoughts are on any of the bring back my bars that I have warmed, I'll tell you right now, the ones that I have not warmed yet. I have not warmed Cactus Flower Lime. I suppose I will probably get to that one soon. I have not warmed Linger. I do want to get to that one soon. I have not warmed Luxe Vanilla. I have both Linger and Luxe Vanilla pulled though, so that should be happening soon. Mums and Marigolds I haven't warmed yet. Rosemary Mint, to be honest, I probably won't warm. I probably will de-stash that. It's just not my vibe. I don't like herbal. And yeah, it's just not smelling good to me. And so I probably will not do that. I have not done Seashore yet, but I want to get to that soon. And that's it. So everything else I have warmed through and have thoughts about or shared thoughts about. And then I have a number here as well. So if you're interested in hearing what I got through as far as Scentsy this week, including some bring back my bar opinions, stay tuned. Alright guys, so I will start out with my one lone non-wax item from Scentsy here. I finished up some washer whiffs in the scent Coconut Cotton. And for those of you who don't already know, these are basically like scent, I was going to say beads. They're not beads. Flakes, I guess. Kind of scent flakes that you put in your laundry to kind of like scent boost them. Truth be told, I've tried several of these and I don't get a lot of scent from these. They smell amazing in the container, but I don't really smell them on my laundry. So I've tried everything. I've tried using it with the laundry detergent, the scent booster, the dryer bars, or whatever they're called. Yeah, maybe there's certain scents that are better than others, but I didn't get a lot from this one. I've gotten to the point that I'm trying to just use them on my sheets, hoping that I'll get something that way, but I don't get a lot. Like I said, they smell amazing when they go into the washer, but they just don't translate to afterward. So scent booster, I don't know. Coconut Cotton, I didn't know what the scent notes were in this because, you know, they're not on the packaging like so many other Scentsy items are. Although the wax is going to be getting a rebranding, and with that, they will include scent notes eventually once Scentsy gets all that changed over. But I did look up the notes on this because every time I smell this, I'm like, this just doesn't smell like Coconut Cotton to me. So the notes apparently are coconuts, coconut milk, cotton, what else? Oh, there's a bright citrus note and a sandalwood note. So I was like, okay, because there's something in this that kind of gives a bite a little bit, and I'm like, that is not coconut and that is not cotton that's giving me that bite. I think it's that citrus note, and I think it's lemon. They don't really say, but it kind of has a tartness about it. This was okay, not a repurchase. It's just something that I purchased from like clearance or a flash sale. So I didn't pay a lot for them. So there's those, Coconut Cotton. If you get amazing results from those, let me know. I mean, I've used some of the ones that they sell in the store, like the Gain ones. I really like the Gain ones. And I mean, I do smell Gain on my clothes when I wash my clothes, but I don't get much from the Scentsy ones. I've tried Fiji Flower. I've tried those. I don't remember what else I tried, but maybe I should try Clothesline, because Clothesline is really strong in the bar. Maybe I should try those, but I'm not paying regular price for them, so as long as they're part of the lineup, I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's get started. I have my iPad here to pull scent notes. so I can share those with you. So first we have apple and oats. I did save one little cube that I'm gonna use in my office. So the scent notes in apple and oats are buttery oats, caramelized apple, and hints of cinnamon. Totally sounds like my jam. I warmed an older bar of this, not a super long time ago, but it had been one that had been in my collection for a while. And I warmed it, and I knew all the hype surrounding this bar. Like, everyone loves this bar. And I love bakery, and those notes sound up my alley, except for caramelized apple scares me a little bit, because sometimes that can go very wrong with my nose. So I'm like, is caramelized mean caramel, straight up caramel apple? I don't know. But when I warmed that bar, it wasn't the greatest experience. I don't remember what I got from it, but I don't remember enjoying it at all. And I was really surprised about it. So I wanted to pick up a fresh bar, bring back my bar around, and see what I thought. I wanted to revisit it with a fresh bar and see what that gave me. And I actually have this going in my bedroom upstairs today. And I love it. So I really do think that my bar just sat too long. Maybe this is one that should not sit in your collection too long. Maybe the oils went rancid on me. I don't know, but this is fantastic. I get more of that oat note now. And I really didn't get that before. I would say it's about a medium performer, at least in my bedroom. My bedroom is fairly large, and it has very high vaulted ceilings. So it sometimes can be a challenge to scent. I often have to use more than half a bar. I tend to use about 6 cubes. If I have a really strong scent, I can get away with 4. But I tend to use about 6 cubes. This morning I actually have 7 going in there, so I left that 1 cube. So like I said, I could take to my office, but it's doing about a medium in my bedroom. This one will be going in my club, because I feel like that's kind of what Scentsy pushes us to do, is to club bakery scents, because they don't give us much else as far as calogue and stuff. But they did try a little harder this round in the new calogue that's coming, so I'll give them that. But yeah, that one's going in my club, so I am so glad I tried it again. The hype is real. This is a beautiful, I shouldn't even say beautiful, this is delicious. A delicious scent. And I love oats in wax. Apples and oats in wax. Oh, I just love it. Belle, Enchanted Rose. This is also Bring Back My Bar. So this is rose petals, passion fruit, and sandalwood. So I was watching Tracy's video from, I'm going to get her channel name wrong, but I think it's 3 Wick Thesis Candle channel. I'll post her channel below. I love her channel. She does a lot of candles, but she's been kind of venturing into some wax melts lately too. So she does all the stuff that I love. But she picked up this bar, and she likes rose scents, and I do too, but it has to be the right kind of rose. And she mentioned this kind of almost gives her like a rosewood or bakery scent. She mentioned a rose macaron, and I've kind of been looking for a scent like that. And from reading the scent notes, I wouldn't have thought that. I thought I was going to get fruity, rose, and maybe a little bit of def in here from that sandalwood, maybe kind of a woodsy note. But I kind of agree with her. It kind of gives me like this rose macaron kind of scent, and I'm not mad about it. I really enjoy this. In fact, I was so certain I was not going to club this, because when I smelled it on cold, I thought it was very rose forward. I was so certain I didn't even bother putting it in my club. I tend to put scents in my club ahead of time and then remove them later, because that's kind of my fail-proof method. This was very enjoyable. The rose was not too much. It was not overpowering. I did get a little bit of that passion fruit. It was a really nice note, but that sandalwood gave it a creaminess that kind of almost played out like it was a little bit of like a rose bakery, and it's going to my club. Yeah, it's going to my club. Belle, Enchanted Rose. I feel like a lot of people don't like this scent, but apparently Tracy and I do. I don't know that Tracy's warmed it yet, but I've warmed it and I like it. So I'm glad I listened to her video and kind of gave it, you know, a new perspective when I warmed it. Black Raspberry Vanilla. This is a scent that's been around with Scentsy for a long, long time. So we have sun-sweetened dark berries and warm vanilla. There isn't much else to this. It definitely has like that dark fruit note. Definitely a dark berry, kind of like a blackberry, a dark raspberry, with a little bit of vanilla. It's more fruity than it is anything else, but a little bit of vanilla for that extra creaminess. It's a good one. I know a lot of people like to use this one to clean out their warmers. I don't really use it for that because I just use like alcohol wipes if they get really stained. But I just throw it in my bag from time to time. I don't warm it a lot because it's just one of those scents where I'm like, it's nice, but like, do I need it? Like, do I ever need to club it? It usually gets passed from catalog to catalog, so there's really never any need to club it. But it's just one of the, it's okay. It's kind of scents. Black raspberry vanilla. Big Hero 6, would you like a hug? This bar was a little juicy. You know how much I love the juicy ones. Not. So this is strawberry, wild raspberry with marshmallow and sweet sugar. Yeah, this is very candy-ish. Very sweet. Tooth-achingly sweet. But I don't mind those kind of scents. If you do, you might find this to be kind of cloying on your end. But I kind of like those very sugary, sweet, fruity scents. A little bit of whipped cream in there as well. I enjoyed it. I think I have another one in my stash. It performed pretty well. So yeah, if it came back around, I'd probably pick up some more. And that's being kind of a non-raspberry girl these days. Don't know if you can hear that snoring in the camera, but Miss Jersey, yeah, her little muzzle's going. Back to bring back my bar. We have Candy Dandy. So we have scent notes of mango, lemon drops, and vanilla. I'm not a huge mango fan, although I do like some Scentsy bars that have mango in it. I believe the Dumbo bar has mango in it, and I do enjoy that scent. Of course, it also has orange or tangerine or something like that. This one was just okay. When it comes to candy scents, I would much prefer this one. This one was a better performer. Of course, it was pretty juicy. This one was just kind of light. I had to go search in the air for it. It kind of just smells like it says. It's kind of sugary. I definitely get that lemon drop note. I don't know that I get much mango, which is fine with me. Like, this doesn't strike me as kind of tropical. It just smells like a sweet kind of lemon drop candy with like a little bit of creaminess from the vanilla. Wasn't the greatest performer, so nothing that I feel like I need a club or that I need again. So that's Candy Dandy. Cherry Vanilla. This one was just getting a little bit juicy, not bad. This is Candied Cherry, Sugared Almonds, White Chocolate Ice Cream. This bar is no longer available. This is nice. It was an okay performer, about a medium. You basically get cherry. I didn't really get like cough drop from it, but I could see where some people could because it's kind of borderline right there. It's just a cherry vanilla scent. It was okay. Nothing that I felt like I need again. And I think that was my one and only bar. So that one's done. I don't know that I really get an almond note. I mean, I guess on cold I do. I don't remember smelling almond when I warmed it. I kind of smell it when I'm looking for it, but if I didn't know it was there until just now when I read it. So yeah, bring back my bar again. Exotic Vanilla. This one is Vanilla Bean, Jasmine, Patchouli, and Sandalwood. So I feel like this bar has been causing some controversy. Not so much controversy. I feel like a lot of people don't care for it. And I think probably a lot of people voted it back, maybe because they weren't familiar with it, but because it sounded so nice. And it does sound nice. And on cold, it actually smells pretty to me. I really get that jasmine. The patchouli is a pretty patchouli. It's not like your dirty, hippie, earthy patchouli. Very pretty. I don't pick up a lot of sandalwood. I do get the vanilla. Jasmine heavy, I think, to my nose. But on warm, I agree with the general consensus. Super light, super light. I took it to my office to see how it would do there because pretty much everything does okay there. So if it doesn't do great there, I know it ain't happening. I could smell it in my office, but very, 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 very light. But it was pretty. What I got was pretty. It just was not a good performer. So when it comes to perfumey vanillas, I would try your Vanilla Amber if you haven't tried it yet. I think that's a great one. But Exotic Vanilla, pretty, but can barely smell it. Another Bring Back My Bar, Fiji Flower. This was another bar that I tried and didn't overly love. It was an older bar sitting in my stash. I didn't think that that bar smelled off, but I also didn't think it quite smelled like the laundry products did, because I've had the laundry products before, and I enjoy the laundry scent. I really do. Pink Plumeria, Pear Blossom, and Apple. I enjoyed it this time around. So I think sometimes some of these bars are better fresh than they are aged. That's not always the case. I mean, a lot of times my bars are better aged than they are fresh, but certain ones, I just need to enjoy them when I get them. And this is going to be one of them. I'm going to go ahead and put this in my club. It's a fresh, fruity, floral, great scent for spring. I think it is similar to laundry. So this bar, I got more of the laundry scent than I did the other. But very nice, fresh, I would say a medium throw on this. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm going to throw it in my club. I don't know if it'll be one that stays there forever. It may be one of those scents that will get the boot when I have to make room for something else. But I would like to have more of that come next spring. But I don't want to purchase them now. So that's Fiji Flower. So it'll go in my club, and that way it'll be there when I'm ready. Another Bring Back My Bar, Grape Vine. Grape juice and Cabernet. Woo, this is grape. You guys know. I mean, I don't hate grape. I won't say I hate grape. It's not one of my, like, you know, I absolutely cannot have grape. It's not true for me. I enjoy it from time to time. I usually like it mixed with something else. In this case, it's supposedly mixed with Cabernet. I get more, and it's grape. Yeah, it says grape juice. I was going to say it's more grape juice than it is grapes. Very concentrated grape juice. When this was warming, I did pick up a little bit of that wine note. On cold, I don't really pick that up. I totally get grape juice on cold. It's like your sweet kid grape juice, like your dark purple grape juice. Very concentrated. On warm, I do get a little bit of the wine, but still, it's overwhelmingly grape juice than it is anything else. I liked it. I didn't hate it. But do I need to club it? No, I don't. But if you like grape juice scents, because it does really come off as like a grape drink, I think you would enjoy that. It was a decent performer, so no problem there. Also, Bring Back My Bar, Prickly Pear and Agave. So this is Sparkling Bubbles, Pineapple. That is not right. That is the bar I have in my club. Which is going to come into the conversation in a minute. This is Prickly Pear, Agave, and Sheer Petals. Yeah, this is definitely floral. I do get like a sweet fruitiness about this. I think Prickly Pear is technically a floral, right? What is Prickly Pear? Let's look it up. You guys know that I am no expert on floral because it doesn't tend to be what I love. Actually, it is a fruit. Okay. So it's the fruit from the prickly pear cactus. Well, that might explain why it smells fruity. I thought it was a flower. But then it says in this other one, it says prickly pear is a cactus that is edible and delicious. But then it says this is a fruit. I don't know. You guys tell me. What exactly is prickly pear? Because Google is giving me contradictory answers. In any event, this was lovely. I enjoyed it. It's kind of fresh. And the prickly pear note kind of reminds me a little bit of that note that's in, if you do Vendor Wax, Supercharged Jaws. Kind of reminds me of that note that's in her Jaws blend. Really nice. If it wasn't for me having the prickly pear flare, which is the notes that I started to read you off in my club, I might even keep this because I tend to like the club things that aren't bakery because, you know, I'm saying this wrong. I tend to love the club bakery, but I also love the club things that aren't bakery when there's something different that I don't normally love. And this is one of those things that isn't like I read those notes and I'm like, yeah, right. I really liked it. And it was also a good performer. But I just don't need two prickly pear. What is up with these clams? They like just go crazy. I just don't need two of those scents. And because the other scent has pineapple. And I really love pineapple, you guys. I think I'm going to keep that one. If you tried both scents, Prickly Pear and Agave and Prickly Pear Flare, they're very similar. They really are. Let me know which one you like better and why. Help a girl out. Which one do I need? Raspberry Lollipop. This was from an Easter collection a few years ago. Looks like 2022. This is raspberry puree, crystallized sugar, and vanilla extract. Yeah, it's okay. To me, it smells like a raspberry lollipop. That honestly is what it smells like. Very sugary. Yeah, I really like that Big Hero 6 a lot better. It's similar, kind of in that vein. Candyish. Super sweet. Too fakingly sweet again. But I like the addition of the strawberry and the whipped cream in that one. So this one, not a repurchase for me. Not that I can get it anymore anyway. But I do really like the packaging. Super cute. I do wish, I didn't have a club then, but there was a blueberry scent that was part of this. Was it Blueberry Burst? I wish so much that was in my club. I really wish that would come back, but what can you do? Red, White, and Berry Pie. So I had an old bar of this in my stash, and I hadn't warmed it yet. And so I figured let me pull it. There were some in clearance, and I went ahead and picked up some more because I knew I wasn't going to get to warming it before the clearance was probably going to sell out. Because let's face it, once those bars go on clearance, although this one did last a little bit, once they go on clearance, people go crazy. And like, Scentsy really needs to stock that stuff a little bit better because it's gone within a couple hours of when they update it. And I don't know what time they put it on, but are they putting it on at like 3 a.m. Eastern time, you know, like midnight their time? Because us East Coasters, I mean, I've gotten on at like 6 a.m. and been able to get some things, but some things are already sold out by then. So West Coasters are getting that stuff. I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. to buy some clearance bars because often that releases on a work night. And I'm the kind that once I'm up, I can't get back to sleep. So I'm not doing that. But man, like, come on. Couldn't we do the releases like at maybe at 1 p.m. Eastern time like they do other releases? Not that it's a release, but an update, I guess I should say. Anyway, just let me get off my soapbox because I'm sure some people will disagree with me, but I want some of those clearance bars too, y'all. I do. All right, Red, White, and Berry Pie is cherry, raspberry, and baked vanilla. As I was saying, this was in clearance. It did last a little bit. I did pick it up a couple of times. But I didn't get a lot of it because it had raspberry, and I was like, I don't know. I really like this. So I really wish I had picked up more. It's sold out now. I don't know how many I have. It's showing 3 bars. So now that I warmed this, I probably have 2 bars left. I get the cherry. I get the vanilla. I get something that comes across as a little bit of a bakery note. There's no pie crust note in this. It's not showing a pie crust note at all. But I get a teeny tiny bakery note. And maybe it's the vanilla. It does say baked vanilla. Baked vanilla. So that's probably where it's coming from. I don't know what baked vanilla is. Is it vanilla extract maybe? That's probably where it's coming from. I don't get a lot of raspberry. A little, but not a lot. I get the cherry more. So I am really enjoying that and wish I had bought more. Red, White, and Berry Pie. Root Beer Float. I am still working on getting through my old bars of this. I think I have 2 left. This is old fashioned, very strong as soon as I open that can. Old fashioned root beer and vanilla ice cream. That's exactly what it is. Root beer heavy for sure. A little bit of that vanilla ice cream. You do get it. It's a great performer. These bars are super old. A little bit juicy. I mean, not bad. You can't really see it because it's kind of, the juiciness is kind of lighter. But overall, these bars are really holding up well. And I've had them since 2022. And I think they were part of a flash sale. It says Bring Back My Bar on it. But I don't think I picked them up as part of Bring Back My Bar. I think I got them discounted on sale. So they are really holding up nicely. So if this came back, that would go in my club because I love soda float scents. I love soda float scents. Okay, guys, last bar, and it is a Bring Back My Bar Summer Holiday. So I couldn't wait to try this bar because I had never tried it before, and I know there's a lot of hype around this bar. So the scent notes are Plumeria, Tiger Lily, Sweet Orange, Vanilla, and Amber. You know your girl Terry got excited about that sweet orange note. but I don't really pick up orange, so there was nothing to be excited about there. I get the amber for sure. This is definitely a perfumey scent. To my nose, this is perfumey. I don't know that I've paid a lot of attention to what people were saying about this, but I do get the floral. It smells like a fancy perfume. So is this a dupe for something? Let me know in the comments below if it is. Because you guys know I'm no floral expert. I'm also no perfume expert. I used to wear perfume all the time. I don't wear it as much anymore. And when I do, I don't get all that super expensive, fancy schmancy. I don't really get those. I usually just get some Bath and Body Works, something like that. Because I'm just a cheapie these days when it comes to perfume. If I wear it at all. But this is really, really pretty. Like, I love this scent. That said, it's not strong. It is stronger than Exotic Vanilla. It is stronger than that. I did take a single cube to work and try it there, and it did pretty good. Adequate. It did adequate in my office. So much so that I will probably club this just to have a couple of bars on hand. I don't remember if people said this got better with time. I think I heard that it doesn't. So I don't think it's going to get any stronger. But it's really pretty. Definitely a very sophisticated, pretty perfume. And I really like it. I really like it. So like I said, I'm going to put it in my club. Let myself get a couple bars of it. And then, I mean, it'll last me forever because I only do a cube in my office. And this, I put it in my bedroom. I couldn't smell it. I couldn't smell it in my bedroom. So I don't even know where I would warm it in my house. It's not going to do my open concept. And I always do my Scentsy, almost always. Not 100% of the time, but mostly I do my Scentsy in my open concept or I do it in my bedroom. So if it doesn't hack either one of those spaces, I usually don't keep it. But because this is so pretty, I could just get a couple bars of this and it'll last like forever in my office, one cube at a time. Like that'll last me for years. Summer holiday. If you are clubbing this one, let me know. How's it do for you? Let me know why you're clubbing it. But that's my reason. Alright guys, that was the last bar. That'll do it. Like I said, I'm going to work on editing this video and getting it up this weekend. That way you'll be able to see my thoughts on some of this Bring Back My Bars. And then some of the ones that I didn't mention already that I had not warmed yet or is not going to warm. Because like rosemary mint, that ain't happening. Those I'll try to get to soon. I don't know that I'll get through all the remaining ones before Bring Back My Bar goes away. But I always say, throw all the bars that you think you might like. Or even if you're not sure, throw them in your club. Let them sit there until you have a chance to try them. And then you can take them out. It's super easy to take them out. But once they're gone, you can't put them in. So that's the problem. So I just throw everything in and then I start removing as I go through. So that's what I do. Although I didn't have that Belle bar in my club. So as soon as I sign off of here, I need to go do that before it gets forgotten. Because like I said, we only have one more week of Bring Back My Bar. So yeah, Bring Back My Bar, unfortunately, is not part of the 10% discount that's going on in August. But you still can get 10% if you buy them in 6-packs. So, and if you buy 7, I don't think, if you buy 7, will that work? Let's see. I know if you buy 6, you'll get 10% off. Yeah, so you have to buy them in sets of 6. So if you get 6, you'll get 10% off. But if you get 7, like that 7th bar will still be $6. So if you get 6, each of those bars will be $5.40, which reflects the 10% discount. But if you get them like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, those additional 5 bars will be $6. But if you get 12, then you'll get every bar for $5.40 again. So multiples of 6, you'll get 10% off. And otherwise, they're not part of the 10% off that Scentsy has in August. So that's kind of sucks. But I guess they're probably doing it because they don't normally pull Bring Back My Bar into August. But anyway, let me know also in the comments below if you're excited about the new catalog to come. I don't know if I'll be able to get a video up in time about some of the, I did my coming and going video, but I kind of wanted to do a video about the new scents coming, but I haven't had a chance to order my testers. I could have ordered the bars, but I didn't. I did order the Harvest bars. Did they ship yet? We had early access to the Harvest bars, but now I think about it, I'm not even sure they shipped yet. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't shipped yet. I mean, what the F, pardon my French, is the point of having early access? I ordered them on day 1 and they haven't shipped yet and we're August 9th. What is the point? You can't share them with your customers if they wait forever to ship them off. You know, I don't know what's going on with Scentsy, but whatever. When I get those, I will do a video and share my first thoughts, but who knows when I'll get them. By the time they come, or by the time they ship, maybe it'll be time that I can actually order some of the catalogs, and I do plan to go and order the 10 new scents in the testers, because I just don't want all the bars, because there's a number of them I don't think I'm going to like. So I'll get the testers, that way I can at least share my thoughts of what I think of those scents with you, as to what they smell like. But yeah, I'll be doing that soon, and who knows when I'll get them, but I may just wait until I get those before I do that video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do, but hopefully you enjoyed this content today, and if you did, I hope you will consider giving me a thumbs up. I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, where I do talk about Scentsy products. I am a Scentsy fragrance consultant. That's what they're calling us these days. I kind of like fragrance consultant, to tell you the truth, but I feel like we could be a fragrance consultant no matter if it was Scentsy or vendor wax. A lot of us could be, right? A lot of us have been in this game. I'm not talking Scentsy game, I'm talking wax game. We've been here for years. You can see I'm a 51-year-old lady. I know I've been here for years. So I might be a fragrance consultant. Take that for what you will. But anyway, please subscribe to my channel, where I do include Scentsy content as well as other wax content, including candles, vendor wax, retail wax. I do it all. If it's fragrancing my home, I'm talking about it and sharing it with you. And I'd love to hear when you share it with me. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.